So when we talk about the classic report, right? Classic report is something like a simple report like this. There is very less controls, right? If I open some other report as well, this is also a classic report. Like, and this is a interactive report. The difference is like these actions. These actions are not available with the classic. These type of search and controls are not available with the classic report. So you can present a report, but you can't give a right to user to modify this on screen, to manipulate with the columns, hide, view, data manipulation, compute, aggregate other functions. You can't do on the classic reports. That is very basic report, but that is very useful report. Classic report can be used in multiple way. We started discussing on that the day, but that is still will continue on that. So classic report is that is very simple. Let me open one more screen here, and this is your classic report. There's not anything like this is the search. This was the other master detail report. This is classic. This one is a classic. Okay, there's no control. We can give this type of usage, this is type of editable button and create button here, but these controls are not available. Okay, so classic report is very simple. Here you can click and you can sort them. That's all, but you can't drag and drop and everything. Even in this report you can't do, but that will be possible in the interactive grid report. That is another version of the interactive report. So that is the difference between interactive report and classic report. If you go for the Google, difference between Oracle Apex interactive report and classic report. We'll talk about the classic. You can see what is the difference there. So end user can customize this. Multiple interactive reports per page can be included, and developer can restrict the capabilities available to end user in the application report functionality. This is same as across all reports. Interactive report. Interactive report, end user can customize, but a classic report is a formatted result of a query, right? End user cannot customize. To create a classic report, developers either select a table or provide a SQL query. Classic report support general keyword search capability, the ability to specify the number of row that display, and the basic column sorting. So this is the classic report. But in the interactive report, there is more features. What I shown you here, like this one, like you can make some format specify for you. You can save it as a private report. This one is a private. This is a public. Public report is available to everyone. Private report only available to the user who created this. Okay. So private report was like I change this something and a few columns like this way. Okay. And when I go to primary report is the default report. That is a public report. So every report by default, every user can use a primary report, but private report only available for the user who created that. Okay. And here you have this much of controls. Not only there are more controls. You can control them. You can allow some specific role to download this. You can subscribe this. You can allow some specific reports to save, or you can allow some specific users not to save this. You can make the private formatting. You can highlight on some conditions, like if this value is there, like these are the 5 days and 6 days. If we go here and highlight, we can make here like sequence name, row type, highlight type row, or cell we can do. Okay. So new less than or equal to 5 days. I just give a name. So this is the light and text color. Created 5 days ago. If I say here, like this will be more than last 5 days. Today the 25th, I said, which we created on 21st. These will be after 21st, these will be highlighted. I think this is also before 25th. So we can change this and so all will be because this date will be work. So something like this, if because data is very less, so we can't assume this that how it like I can say where the Shubham has created something that will be highlighted. Okay, I'm just removing this and highlight where created by equal to Shubham. Okay, where created by equal to Shubham. Mm,
It is highlighted, I think.
Not highlighted. Making some. Oh, it was a trainer, not the.
Yeah.
So this way, this is the column actually. And then if you are taking some actions on this and suppose you are presenting some report to some, you can have multiple status. Suppose there is some task report where you are giving the status of projects. Like, so the project in completed, you can make them green. Project are status where the in process, you can make them the yellow, or project where the delay, you can make them the red or some other color. So you can highlight this way. These are the capability of this report, but in Classic you can't do. So that was the difference between Classic report and interactive report. And when you talk about interactive to interactive grid, the other things are almost same. Controls, even in the interactive grid report, you have more controls. Interactive grid have their own limitations, but interactive grid give you more functionality on this, right? So this was the report. We can copy this report and then convert, or we can make the same data on the interactive grid report. Then we'll compare that.